Do you have the right people in the right seats doing the right things? Do you have a team of A players? Welcome back to Agile Growth with Shri. This is a place for CEOs, business owners, and entrepreneurs to find actionable ideas, tools, and frameworks that helps them grow their business faster. Hi, I'm Shri Seshadri. I'm a CEO and senior leadership team coach, and I help my clients build enduring companies. And I do that by using my framework called the 5 drivers of Agile Growth, where we focus on strategy, execution, culture, cash flow, and talent. Now, I've asked lots of CEOs as to which of these 5 drivers they find very challenging. And many of them tell me it is talent. They tell me that they find it challenging to attract, recruit, develop, and retain really good people. For many companies, this is one of the most complex parts of their business because if you think about it, people are fundamentally more complex than financial spreadsheets or strategy documents. I have also found that although all 5 of the drivers are really crucial to build an enduring business, there is one area that does not get enough attention from the CEO and the senior leadership team, and that is typically talent. While many leaders get the importance of talent, you don't find them spending enough time, energy, and resources in this area because there's a lot of other urgent things that are getting their attention, and in their mind, they think that this is something that needs to be handled by the HR department. But I would argue that talent has to be a top priority for the CEO and the entire leadership team. So with that context, I want to welcome you to this 6-part video series on talent, where I'll tackle the most important parts of the talent equation. In this video, I will discuss the importance of having a team of A players and having the right people in the right seats. We'll also talk about the most common challenges faced in the talent arena by most businesses. We'll talk about the cost of not having A players. Finally, discuss the keys to success in this area. Before we go any further, let me bring in a couple of other perspectives on this topic. One of my favorite researchers, authors, and thought leaders is Jim Collins. So Jim Collins has spent over 30 years doing phenomenal research on business, and he has written many different books, including Good to Great, Great by Choice, How the Mighty Fall, and most recently, BE 2.0. And he has sold more than 10 million copies, which is a league in itself. Through his work, Jim Collins has generated many insights on what it takes to build enduring and successful businesses. And one of the things that he has found studying all of these businesses is it always begins with disciplined people. Jim uses the analogy of a bus, wherein it's all about getting the right people on the bus and also making sure they're in the right seats on the bus. And so that requires you to do 3 things, which is get the right people on the bus, ensure that the right people are in the right seats, and then also get the wrong people off the bus. Another one of my favorite books is The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz, who is a very famous CEO from Silicon Valley who built his company and sold it to HP for cash for $1.6 billion. He's one of the 2 co-founders of Andreessen Horowitz, which is one of the most respected and successful venture capital firms in the world. The book Hard Thing About Hard Things has a lot of important lessons about business. And one of the most important lessons in that book is to take care of your people, products, and profits in that order. Horowitz says that when you're trying to build an enduring business, an entrepreneur has to understand this at a very deep level. If you don't put people first, the other 2 won't matter. Or to put it another way, it's about building a company with predominantly A players. Now that we've discussed the importance of talent, let's look at the most common challenges faced by companies when it comes to talent. You find that they're not able to attract the best people. They fail to clarify expectations for each role. They struggle to select and hire A players, and they don't systematically assess and develop their people. And you also find that many of them are hiring in a hurry and also not taking proper action on poor performers. Now, all of this collectively can create a massive drag on your business, and it basically means that you will not be able to achieve your dreams and aspirations. Now let's just take a look at what is the cost of not having all A players. Firstly, it's a lot of work for you. Your employees will be unable to take on tasks and confidently execute those tasks. You can't really push them to execute the things that the company so desperately needs or your team so desperately needs because you just don't have that confidence in them. You're going to end up achieving less as a company because poor performers are less productive and they produce subpar results. There's more stress for the whole team because when you don't have A players, you have to fix a lot of mistakes. You also find that mediocre performers hire other mediocre performers or weak performers, which means that instead of growing and getting stronger, you have a team that is stagnating. You also find that your A players' performance will drop or they will leave because they don't want to work with low performers. All of these challenges in not having A players or having the right people in the right seats, it becomes really important for you to understand how best to address these problems. So to do this right, you have to source great people that fit your culture. You have to keep score. And by that I mean you got to create a scorecard for each role. You have to get really good at selecting and hiring good people. And you have to be really strong at assessing and developing your people. And finally, really can understand this concept of hire slow and fire fast, but do it the right way. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the importance of your core values to getting great people and also give you some ideas on how to source great candidates. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it valuable. Please feel free to share, like, and comment. If you have any questions or feedback for me, please leave that in the comments below. And make sure you check out my next video and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.